After being stabbed not once, not twice, but 3 times, we've gotten our blood taken. Good morning, folks, and happy Monday. I can't lie to y'all, even with my getting to bed at a decent hour, we so did not want to wake up this morning, but we're up. And now that we have stepped outside, we now understand why we didn't want to wake up this morning. It is rainy, to say the least. But we have some cardio that we need to do. And I don't know if we should, just hope that it's not pouring down rain when we get to the gym. Maybe it'll just be a light little spritzel. If that's the case, we'll be able to knock out a run. If it is not, then, we may have to go knock out a bike at the gym. Because it's nice and warm out, so it's not gonna we're gonna be running in the cold. It's just, I don't want to be running in the rain a week before a fight. It would just be my luck that I catch some pneumonia. Then I'm all sick and miserable during weight cuts, So, I guess we'll head towards the gym and we'll just see if it's, still just sprinkling out, we'll knock out a run. If it is pouring down freaking rain, then we may take a detour over to the gym, go knock out a bike sesh, and then make our way back over to the gym. But I guess we'll find that out when we get there. Let's start making some progress of getting there. Alrighty, we have made it to the gym, folks, and I can't lie to you. This rainy weather, it's getting to me. I don't really want to go knock out this run, but we did make it in enough time to knock out the run. And it is not raining, so I guess I have no excuses other than I don't want to. And that's not a valid excuse. So let's go knock out this run, get in better shape today than we were yesterday, and at least warm our bodies up for the day. Well, we have gotten our run complete. We are feeling nice and warm for this session. Let's stretch it out, gather up our things, and make our way inside to go get better today than we were yesterday. Damn, today was one of those practices where I just really want to come to my car and just freaking cry. Let me just be real with y'all. I just want to freaking cry. Absolutely nothing was going good for me. I was in survival mode all of practice and I still couldn't freaking survive. Granted, the only people that were here to roll were 2 of the best guys in the freaking world, but still, I'm competitive as hell and I hate to freaking lose. Hate losing. Hate it with a passion. But it is what it is. And then I get back to the shower, to the locker room, and I have a message from the promoter. He's asking, when am I going to get my blood test done? Bro, I asked you 3 months ago about that, Joker. Why are you just now getting back to me? He asked me a week before the fight, are you getting your blood test done? I guess so. I got to get them done to be able to fight, don't I? So I guess I'm going to get them done. So I made an appointment and we're headed to go get our blood drawn. After a terrible practice. I want to cry. And now I want to cry some more because I got to get someone to poke me in the arm. Damn. This is straight Monday. But let's hit the road. Go and get our blood taken. And then hopefully we can get home in enough time to get us a little nap in. And maybe a little crying session in. One or the other. Probably both. Probably both. But I will say, I didn't turn down any roles. Even though I really, really, really wanted to. I didn't. I could have, but I didn't. I wanted to, but I didn't. Not to mention, I'm like the smallest guy in the room. Everyone else is over like 200 pounds, and here's me under $160 right now because we're cutting weight. So, I mean, I don't know what I expected to happen. Not survival mode. Kind of like a get after 'em mode. I tried. It just didn't happen. Just got smashed over and over and over again. But crying's not going to do anything. Not going to help me at all. Like I've said before, if you're not getting beat in your room, you're in the wrong room. I know I've said that before, but it's very accurate. If you're not getting beat, you're not getting better. There's no need to progress if there's no one to push you to progress. So, it is what it is. It's not the end of the world. Getting beat does suck. And getting beat up sucks worse. But I would rather get beat in the room than beat in the cage or beat on the mats, you know what I mean? Embarrassed in front of everyone. Then at least it's just me and the homies who saw that. And y'all guys know about it only because I told you about it. You'd have never known if I wouldn't have told you. I could have came out here and said I had a great practice, and you'd have never known different. So, the good, the bad, and the ugly. Sometimes you leave practice and you want to cry. And you got to figure out how to make it through it, because there's another practice that awaits right in front of you. Just right ahead. Just right ahead. Or you got to go get poked with a needle. And getting poked with a needle in a bad mood is not going to feel good. But I guess let's slam these Sammys and go get them to poke our arm. At least our veins are looking good. It should be no issue for them to poke that one right there. You know what I mean, baby? Right there. Breathe in, breathe out, move on. We can't dwell on one bad practice. It is what it is, folks. Shit happens. At least our cardio felt good. We never gassed out. We just got smashed. Which sucks, but we didn't gas out. That we did not do. So, we're almost to the blood drawing place, so like I said, let's slam these Sammys so that we don't pass out when getting blood drawn. Because that would suck. That would just be another way to round off this day, to make it more of a Monday. Well, we have made it to the testing facility. Let's get in here and knock out the worst part about fighting. Getting our blood drawn. Let's hope they don't blow our veins out again. Well, after being stabbed not once, not twice, but 3 times, we've gotten our blood taken. I don't know why it's so difficult for me to get my blood taken, but it is like the most difficult thing in the world. First needle, I was like, hey, you may want to, I'm going to give you a heads up. They used the butterfly. She's like, shoot, I'm not using a butterfly. I'll get it first try, watch. I'm like, okay. She stuck it in. She's like, oh, I was like, it feels like my arm's on fire. She goes, yeah, your vein just rolled, and I think, and then she pulls the needle out, and my arm just starts shooting blood up in the air. She goes, I'm so sorry, I'm so sorry, I'm so sorry, I'm so sorry. She stuck a Band-Aid on it. Next one she gets in, she goes, I see why they put a butterfly in now. And she puts the butterfly on, or the butterfly in, and the butterfly shoots across the freaking room. Oh, luckily, no more blood spewed out of my arm. So she goes, I'm so sorry, but I'm going to stick you one more time. I have to. I didn't get any blood. And the third time was a charm. Didn't even feel it. Didn't feel it one little bit. But sheesh, my arm is going to be bruised up and beat up after today. That sucked. That really freaking sucked. And you wonder why I hate freaking getting my blood taken. Because every time I get my blood taken, y'all jab me like a freaking 30, 40 times. That's why. It can never be a nice, smooth process. It can't just be stick and blood starts flowing. Nope, it's stick. Ah! So, needless to say, my arm will be black and blue after this nap, but it's all good. It is all good, folks. The hardest part is done. The needle has been stuck in me. My blood has been drawn, and the blood test has been sent out. So we should be okay to fight next weekend. You would think with how beautiful veins I have, you'd be able to stick them. Nope. Those things will hide. They run and hide from you. Let's get home, folks, so that we can get us a little nap ski in before we gotta go get these kids better today than they were yesterday. Well, we have made it home with about an hour to spare until we gotta go head back out the door to go get these kids better today than they were yesterday. And let me tell you, folks, I'm about to enjoy this hour that we have got. I'm going to enjoy it greatly. Let's get inside and let's close our eyes for about an hour before, well, we gotta go teach these kids a little bit about a guillotine, because there's too often where they snap each other down and they're not grabbing the guillotine. Not at all. Not even threatening it. Really wish they would. They're taking the back, but we could threaten the guillotine. We could get really good at it. Some of them have some pretty immaculate grip strength, so why not? And they got tiny arms, so I think it could be something that they could benefit from. I mean, some of them are finishing them, but just not as many. And plus, we're getting a new, I guess, we're getting more students. We're getting a new cycle of students coming in with the new year rounding in, coming through. So, they need to know a guillotine. I think everyone needs to know a guillotine. It's like one of the most basic submissions in the game, and we have not been over one in I don't know how long. So we're gonna go in. We're gonna teach them a guillotine today. I guess that's what I'm getting at. But I'm freaking sleepy. I'm a little foggy headed. So I'd like to go get me a little nap skiing before having to go teach them a thing or two about a guillotine. And then maybe I'll be able to, get the words out. Not seem like I'm freaking brain dead. I swear, folks, I don't take that many punches. We're not brain dead. I'm just sleepy. I'm irritated because I had my arm dug in after getting beat up. But there's always next session. We'll get them next session, folks. At least we know we got some things that need to be improved on. Or, go with people our size. It's okay, folks. I'm really not that butthurt. Even going against some of the best people in the world who are all at least 50 pounds more than me while I'm cutting weight, we still did good. I just am overly competitive, and if I get beat just once by anyone, it low-key pisses me off. And that's something that we need to improve upon. That is something we need to improve upon. We've gotten better at it, but we need to get even better at it, if you know what I mean. But let's stop yapping, and let's get in here, and let's take our nap. And then go teach kids something about a guillotine. Alrighty, nap. Not long enough, but we are running late, so we are going to have to just complain about that at a later date. Well, we have made it to the part to get these kids better today than they were yesterday, but we are indeed running late. We're 2 minutes on time, but by the time we walk in there, it'll be right on time. So let's run on in there. Let's spend no time yapping, and let's go get these kids better today than they were yesterday. Teach them a thing or two about a guillotine. Alrighty, kids class went phenomenal. The kids got better today than they were yesterday. They learned the guillotine, and I'm glad that we went back over it. Because there was a few of them who didn't know what a guillotine was. Understandable. It happens. You can't retain everything that you were taught, but that's the point of the sport. We're trying to retain as much as we can. So I'd say they did pretty good by the end of it. The ones who had issues with the guillotines last time were the same ones who had issues with the guillotine this time, but the correction in which we did took a whole lot less time than it did last time. So I would say that was a successful practice. Let's hit the road, folks, and let's go hit better today than we were yesterday, yet again. For once, traffic, it was on our side. We are making it here just right on time. Let's run in here and I guess get our last spar in before the fight, folks. Let's see how we feel. Make up for our piss poor performance earlier today with a great final spar on the day that I got poked and prodded and they blew up my veins. Let's get it done. No excuses. No. Let's get a spark spot and get in here and get better today than we were yesterday. Holy freaking cow. I stumped myself today. Stumped myself. That was a terrific final spar. Let's run next door, get some jits and clean up and get home. Well, after having a not so great start to our Monday, we had a pretty good ending. A pretty stellar ending. We made up for our wanting to survive this morning, and we pushed through, and instead of just surviving today, this afternoon, we won. I would say we won. I know you're not supposed to win or lose at practice, but every now and then it's, honestly, let's be real, folks. If you're a true competitor, you do care whether you win or you lose. You really do. You want to come in and you want to dominate the day. Now, you can't be getting in your feelings when you don't, but you definitely want to make that your purpose. And we made it a purpose this morning, and then we got dominated. And then we made it a purpose this afternoon, and then we dominated. We pushed through, we persevered, and we got better because of it. I definitely would say so myself. Whew. But folks, after not being hungry all of freaking practice, I'm starving now. I can't lie to you. I'm pretty I got a little I could use for some food. Oh, and you know what? We dominated after freaking getting poked for 10, 15. It wasn't long. 15, I would say 15 minutes, maybe 10 or 15 minutes. After getting poked and prodded, getting our arm freaking blown up, taking our essential fluids out of our bodies, our blood. After getting our blood taken and it not going as planned, not getting the nap that we had hoped for, not as big of a nap as we had hoped for, we still ended up dominating. We pushed through, we persevered, and we made it a good day. Now, off to making it even better day when we catch some freaking crowns. Let's get our butts home, folks. Alrighty, folks, we are home. And let me tell you, that ride freaking took it out of me. It wasn't that the ride was necessarily longer than usual. I am just freaking beat today. We started the week off good with getting into bed on time last night, and I am still freaking pooped on a Monday. Absolutely freaking zapped, folks. But that is how I like to feel. I feel like if I feel like this after training, that it was a good training session. So I would say it was a good training session. I guess we can leave it at that. It was a good training session. It was a good day of getting better today than we were yesterday. Even with the obstacles and things thrown in our way, we still had a pretty phenomenal day of getting better today than we were yesterday. Whew. And we got the worst part of fighting out of the way. We got the blood test done. So now we can, let me do the math. now we're good until next freaking February. What, 2 more fights? And we don't have to worry about it? This fight and 2 more? Hopefully, if all goes right. So, I mean, because I can't really complain. And it wasn't that bad. I mean, it's a little tight. It was kind of grody. She left some marks on me, and I usually don't have marks left on me after getting my blood taken, but hey, we aren't dead, so could be worse. We didn't lose an arm. Could be worse. You know what I mean, folks? Today was tough. It was tough. That's all I can really say. I'm guessing we're gonna get on in here. Let's slam these low-cal buffalo chicken wraps, and then see if we get a second wind, play with our pooches, and then hop on the game, see if we can make it an even better Monday than it's already been. I mean, I want to say it was the best Monday ever, but I mean, hey, we're making Mondays miserable again, baby. And we survived. We survived it all, you know? Definitely could be a worse of a Monday. We could have not gotten to train today. We got to train, right? You know? That's a plus side. Not every day is going to be easy. If it were easy every day, there would be no point in showing up. Why would I go practice if it was just easy? You know what I mean? Like, we're cutting weight. We're going with people who are significantly larger than us. Yeah. Of course we're going to get beat. Of course. Of course we're going to be in survival mode. These jokers are huge, and they're really good at jiu-jitsu. So is our training partner, who we worked with tonight, who we got our spars in tonight. And those little guys in boxing, they're getting better and better and better each and every time I work with them. So I am proud of all of my training partners. A big thank you to them for always pushing me, trying to make me a better me every freaking day. But let's get in here. Let's slam these burritos. Let's see if we can get a second wind out of it. And if we do, well, then you can definitely catch us on the fort or the cod. If Marco don't want to play, we may hop on some cod. If he does, we are going to try to collect some of them freaking crowns, folks. We're trying to collect them crowns, trying to make it an even better Monday than it already was. So, with that being said, folks, good night. And BillyGoat freaking loves ya.